A new twist in a state attorney's office.
I'm losing everything that I worked for because someone else used drugs.
1 week ago, that worker claimed she was wrongfully fired by New Orange Osceola State Attorney Aramis Ayala. Tonight, the man Ayala defeated in November, former State Attorney Jeff Ashton, says Ayala overreacted. Ashton told News 6 investigator Mike Holfeld the fired workers are victims of guilt by association.
Former State Attorney Jeff Ashton sounding off on victims advocate Shannon Solo's admitted cocaine use at her own bachelorette party in New Orleans last fall.
As the state attorney, I might have considered, suspending her without pay and forcing her to get some drug counseling because she was an excellent advocate also.
According to State Attorney Aramis Ayala's office, Solo used a lot of coke at that party. Response? Termination.
Whether as to her I would have taken that step, I don't know. I might have. But as to the others, it just seems like so much guilt by association, and that's not how we work.
That guilt by association cost advocates Casey Perkins, Rachel Shaw, and Kathleen Brown their positions as well. Yet investigators found all three didn't use drugs. Casey Perkins was never in New Orleans.
Witness name, Casey Perkins.
Perkins tells News 6 she was interviewed twice with the focus on her friend, Assistant Attorney Alicia Virginio. We have the audio from that interview.
As a responsible young adult, when you hear an attorney tell you that she was on this trip and she watched Shannon do cocaine and she herself smoked marijuana, what goes through your mind? What do you think out of concern for her? What goes through your mind?
It's a risk. It's a risk.
A risk of what?
Everything you worked for?
At most, what she did was not, rat out her fellow employees for things that she heard they might have done. And I just don't see what the community gains.
Both Casey Perkins and Rachel Shaw tell News 6 they are considering legal action against the state attorney's office. But there's another employee considering action as well. She may come forward in the next 2 weeks. More on that later. Until then, Mike Holfeld, News 6.
And Aramis Ayala sent News 6 this statement. People participating in illegal drug use while working at the state attorney's office is not a small issue. Employees displaying a lack of candor when asked about illegal drug use is also not a small issue. Prosecutors and employees in my office will be held to the high standard that their power and authority dictates.